Today, our goal is I subtract mixed numbers with uncommon denominators. So again, we have this pesky uncommon denominator. And in order to add or subtract, we have to have common denominators. So not uncommon, we need common denominators to do that. And in order to get those, we must multiply. So today we're just going to walk through a few problems that show you how to create that common denominator so that we can subtract. So you might have a problem like 3 1/2 minus 1 1/3. So we have to create our common denominator because a half minus a third, that gets really tricky. So we multiply by the opposite denominator. So I'm going to multiply times 3 over here because that's this one. And then over here, I'm going to multiply times 2 because that's that one. And whatever you do to the bottom, you must also do to the top. So now I must recreate my numbers. So I have 3 3/6 minus 1 2/6. And you'll notice I only multiplied my fractions. Now I can subtract my fractions because they have common denominators. 3/6 minus 2/6 is 1/6, and then 3 minus 1 is 2. So the answer is 2 1/6. Let's do that again. This time we'll slow it down. We have 4 4/5 minus 2 1/2. So to make these common, I must multiply by the opposite. So if this denominator is 5, I must multiply it by 2 times 2. Whatever you do to the bottom, you must also do to the top. Over here, do the same thing. So I need to multiply times 5. So times 5 times 5. Whatever you do to the bottom, you must also do to the top. So this turns into 4 8/10 once we multiply. Notice we only multiplied the fraction. We did not multiply the whole number. Minus 2 5/10. So now we can subtract. And when we subtract, we start with our fractions. So 8/10 minus 5/10 is 3/10. And 4 minus 2 is 2. So our answer would be 2 3/10. Now, we're going to take this one step further. What happens if we need to regroup with a fraction and we have uncommon denominators? That's a whole nother level. So we might have something like 8 1/4 minus 4 5/6. So we still start with the same thing. We're still going to create those common denominators. So I'm going to multiply this one by 6. Whatever we do to the bottom, you must also do to the top. I'm going to multiply this one by 4. Again, whatever you do to the bottom, you must also do to the top. And now I'm going to create my new fractions. So 8 6/24 minus 4 20/24. All right, I created my common denominator. I'm ready to go. Except I have 6/24 minus 20/24. That's a problem. If I have 6 things, I cannot take away 20 of them. So I have to regroup. And when we regroup with fractions, we have to go to our whole number. So I'm going to cross up my 8 and make it into a 7. And then I need to add one whole over here. And my whole is going to equal 24/24. So when your top and bottom number are the same, that is equivalent to 1. So my one whole is going to be 24/24. I need to add that on to here. So 24 plus 6 is going to be 30. So now I have 7 30/24 minus 4 20/24. So I can start with 30/24 minus 20/24. That's going to be 10/24. Then we have 7 minus 4, and that's going to be 3. So you end up with 3 10/24. So this is just the beginning of our subtracting with mixed numbers. We're touching on this right now. So please, if you have questions, show up at office hours. I'm happy to answer them. Good luck with your work, and I look forward to seeing it.